Jordan, my friend, we find ourselves on another road trip together. This is the second episode of Trail Camera. The first time we were in Idaho, loved that trip. This is our second adventure together, and we're in lovely Costa Rica.
Yeah, and the great thing about these Trail Camera episodes, we're not going to be reviewing anything.
Right, no.
You're just going to take pictures.
Yes, this is the joy of creating. This is why we do, all this work for in the first place. And so, I learned my lesson. Last time in Idaho, I didn't get to fish. No. I'm not even going to try to fish here, okay? My only goal
Set your expectations.
Yeah, I'm just setting my expectations low. I just want to get some solid wildlife shots. And Costa Rica is famous for wildlife, especially birds. So I'm going to try to get some cool bird shots. What about you? What are your non-negotiables that must happen on this trip?
I will swim in the ocean and I will eat a ton of ceviche.
Okay, but neither of those things have anything to do with like creative videography. Are you even going to make a documentary?
People are going to put a camera in my hand and expect me to do something with it. So yes, I will be filming some stuff as well. But the reason I am here, ocean and ceviche.
Is it just going to be me videotaping you eating ceviche and swimming in the ocean? Because if that's the case, like I'm pulling this car over right now. Right. We're turning around. Okay, but we've got to assemble our crew. So the first one we're going to pick up is Michael Bonacore. He's our coordinator, producer, helped us on the first show. He said he'd meet us here. Is that him? Is that him hitchhiking? What the? So Michael, it is awesome having you back with us. I mean, we had such a great time in Idaho. You do a great job coordinating what we're going to shoot and do. So what are we doing here in Costa Rica?
Man, so we're gonna go photograph some epic bird species.
Yes, that's what I want.
Yeah, we're gonna go up to a volcano in a region called La Fortuna.
Okay, yeah.
From there, we're gonna drive down the coast.
Okay.
And the coast, beautiful. Jordan wants to swim.
Oh, yeah, so you can swim.
I think we can get some fishing.
Are we gonna fish?
Actually, no, we don't have that.
I knew it. Every time, Michael.
The place is beautiful. It's in a region called Tarcoles.
Oh, okay. So it sounds like you know a bit of Spanish. You can translate for us and stuff, eh?
Donde está el baño?
Okay, yeah, I know that one.
And my favorite is Miss, you are mucho bonita.
It quickly became very clear that Michael did not speak Spanish. Before we could start our adventure, we needed to search for our guides. They know the land and the language and would help us on our journey.
Well, cows, this just feels like I'm back home. Whoa. So they said to meet them out here in a empty field with GPS coordinates. I guess that's what birders do. They're just always out in the woods.
Hey, Chris.
Oh, hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
Ben, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you, man.
Ken, nice to meet you. Okay, so Michael did get us some very serious help. We have two experts. Ken Martinez, you're here from WANDRD, very close by. Expert bird photographer and bird photography guide. I really appreciate your help. I'm assuming you speak some Spanish?
Of course.
Because Michael does not. And we're also joined by Ben Knoot, and you are a OM ambassador, also bird photography guide. Look at this.
Yeah,
Man. Serious. Wow, you go out to like the grocery store wearing this, I'm sure. So guys, my goal here in Costa Rica is just to try to get some really nice bird photos. This is not like my thing. And I know that bird photographers are I'm going to say, you guys are obsessed when it comes to like collecting all these birds. So I want to learn about the nature. I want to learn about the birds we're going to see, a lot of the other wildlife. I really appreciate your expertise. I'm pretty sure that animal's a cow. I don't know, but okay, perfect. All right, so we're off to a good start.
And not a cowbird.
I already knew my way around an OM system camera, but bird photography is a whole other world, and I figured some tips from the experts would be invaluable.
So Ben, clearly you're very familiar with OM system stuff. You use it for your birding, and I know a lot of wildlife photographers do. So kind of what do you like about it?
Lightweight, portable, super powerful, and the ability to have, an equivalent of 800 millimeters at this size is just out of this world.
Absolutely. We don't need to bring a tripod. I think we're going to do everything handheld. Jordan's actually shooting on an OM1 Mark II as well for this entire episode. Awesome. So he's not going to use a tripod or a monopod. So for birds, I mean, I use this a lot for fishing because I like how rugged it is, but I haven't used it for birds. So I brought the 50 to 200 2.8.
Fantastic lens.
Yeah, and the 150 to 400.
Fantastic lens, especially when we're going into some of these dark forests. We're going to really rely on that fast aperture.
Okay, so I've driven over this with a truck and it's survived. I mean, you're right. When we review the cameras, we put them under waterfalls and stuff. Like this mist, is it rain here in Costa Rica in November? that toucan. I was like chasing the toucan as we go up the nest here. And
Yeah, absolutely. That was a perfect situation.
what? Yeah,
Like a natural situation.
well, so you know, like you saw there was like the branch, all the foliage was framing it, and he stopped right in the middle at that light.
you missed it.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, because I was like, I got him framed, and I should have shot because I was like, oh, it's still far. I'm gonna click the teleconverter on. By the time I did it, you know, trying to reacquire now with the more telephoto, and I missed it.
Sometimes 2 seconds, 1 second, you miss a shot.
Are we gonna see more toucan?
Of course.
Okay, good.
Maybe not that kind of situation.
I was beginning to learn that photographing birds was very challenging, having missed my first good shot and getting soaked in the process. The next day, after thoroughly drying out our shoes with hair dryers, we visited the Bogarin Trail's wildlife refuge and met with William Bogarin to learn about his family's remarkable achievement.
Hello.
Hey, hello.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm
Good
Chris.
morning. Chris, how are you?
Nice.
Welcome to Bogarin Trail.
So, William, I mean, the jungle here looks beautiful. It looks like it's been here for 100 years. Tell us, how has this all started?
Well, this started in 2000.
Okay.
Here was a farm, pasture land.
Wow.
We built a trail and all this grow natural. So this park looked like that 25 years ago. In 1991, I saw the first tourists walking in downtown.
Okay.
Everybody opened the doors and the windows to see the tourists. People hurried to build hotels, bars, but nobody think about nature.
Whoa.
So my brother Giovanni had the idea to build a park.
We've already seen so many animals. I mean, we are primarily here to shoot wildlife and birds.
Yeah.
How many species of birds do you have in the park?
About 350
Wow.
in this park. Let me tell you about the sloths. In downtown, I saw sloths, I remember, but people cut the tree for building hotels, so the sloths don't have place to stay. And then the sloths coming here, they stay, they have babies and babies. I remember my first tour,
Yeah.
15 years ago. I saw 3 sloths on the park.
How many now?
About 35.
Wow.
This year I saw 8 new babies born. The population grows slow.
Yeah.
That's fine that way because I don't want to see 500 here.
Well, William, thank you so much for showing us this beautiful park and all the hard work that you and your family have put into it. So
Yeah.
it's been amazing. Thank you.
We had a great time learning from William, and he was kind enough to even pose for a portrait. We explored the park, and I began to find some success capturing birds and wildlife around the trails. I was learning a lot about photographing birds from Ken and Ben, but also about the mysterious aspects of birding that only experienced bird photographers seem to understand, like what makes the perfect perch for a perfect photograph.
Tell me, Ben, which is your favorite mudmut?
Wait, in Costa Rica or
In Costa Rica.
In Costa Rica? Kill Bill.
Kill Bill?
Yeah. Yeah. You?
Turquoise brown.
Turquoise brown?
Yeah. Favorite.
See, like a keel build on this, for instance.
Oh,
Can you
man.
imagine that?
A dream shot.
Yeah,
obviously.
exactly. Look at that curve on the moss.
Oof.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also like this kind of perches, like they're hanging down.
Even though it's got
And
no branch?
Even that, I like to see some honey creepers, like little birds.
Yeah.
You know, they can just hang out from here.
Okay, all right. Yeah,
Different
that's-
poses also, different
Oh
poses.
yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, if you get like a hanging pose, it's a little more
Uh-huh.
dynamic. Yeah, these are cool too. I like just the little moss on these guys.
You guys are
Yeah.
adorable.
It's interesting when the weather turns a lot, you can have these periods of intense activity and then have absolutely nothing. And that's when a lot of people are like, let's just pack it up and go. And it's like, well, actually, if you take your time and just kind of walk through the forest a little slower and maybe even have a seat, put in a little extra patience effort, you'd be amazed what you actually come out with.
I've noticed you and Ken walking through the bush here. It's like you're hunting, right? So like quiet footsteps.
Oh, yeah.
You're seeing a lot with your eyes, but I also notice you guys are hearing a lot. Like how much of the hearing leads to the actual target that you're trying to find?
Yeah, in the neotropics, especially like where we're here
Yeah.
in Costa Rica, 75% or higher is you're going to hear the bird before you see it, just
And
because
then
the forest
you
is so dense
Yeah,
here. It's
yeah.
crazy, right? And a lot of the a lot of the birds are either kind of mid-canopy or maybe even canopy birds, and the canopy is thick.
Yeah.
So when we're walking through, we're gonna hear something well before we're gonna see it. Smooth, quiet footsteps, not a lot of abrupt motion, low voices, and you'll be surprised what you can find. And then you'll also be surprised at how much you've missed if you didn't do that. So it's pretty wild. But just a little bit of patience, and we'll get some more stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
I always explain to my clients like patience is the key here to get. If you're trying to get a certain species or a good shot, you gotta be patient.
Yeah.
I remember when I started doing this, I grabbed my first equipment and I spent hours into the jungle just trying to learn the bird behavior. Maybe that day I didn't get the shot, but I learned, where the bird is moving or how is it reacting to the calls. And that's how you little getting, close to the dream shot that you want.
Very cool.
The jungles of Costa Rica are alive with every creature you can possibly imagine, and the action never sleeps. Our guides took us to Papa's place in La Fortuna to experience some night photography that we would never forget. We saw snakes feasting on frog eggs, moths overtaken by cordyceps, and all sorts of strange and wondrous insects. Macro shots of tiny frogs and strange bugs was something that I'd always seen in magazines, but I never imagined I'd be experiencing it for myself. Sadly, this unforgettable night trek came to an end, and we hurried to our next location, the cloud forests of Monteverde.
That's a mucho grande aquafall. Mucho grande.
So Chris, if you pay attention here, most of the trees are covered by all these kind of plants.
Like a fern or a lichen or moss.
They are called epiphyte plants.
Okay.
And they are present in the cloud forest. So the cloud forest is, unfortunately, is disappearing. It's changing.
Oh, okay.
Because of the climate change. The cloud forest, it's one of the ecosystems most affected right now, especially amphibians and reptiles that inhabit in these habitats. Because the temperature is increasing, they have to move higher.
What about birds, the things you love most? What kind of species are we going to see change here?
Oh, of course, especially the resplendent quetzal. This is one of the most iconic birds in Costa Rica. They only inhabit in the cloud forest, and that's why they are still considered endangered, because the forest is changing, so they have to adapt or they will disappear.
Well, you're chirping there, Ken. What do you think that is?
For me, that's a little flycatcher.
Okay.
We call it tufted flycatcher. Actually, I'm seeing it, the little branch over there.
Little chirp.
Sticking out from the left side.
Oh, what kind of bird is that?
It's a ziplining.
Oh, I see the yeah, it's a zip line. Okay.
So you getting what you want?
Yeah, I think so. I'm happy with a lot of the bird shots I've got so far. It's been neat to see different parts of Costa Rica. The rainforest was cool. The night photography was really neat. The cloud forest, cloud forest was cool. But it's been so wet and rainy. It'll be nice to have a change of pace, and we're gonna go down Tarcolis, and that's near the coast. It'll be drier. It'll be hotter though.
Right. But
then
beaches.
You get your beach, which is totally unfair. Honestly, I didn't get to fish in Idaho. Why should you get to go to the beach? You already had ceviche.
I had some ceviche. I said I wanted a ton of ceviche.
Yeah,
and I've had
you
some
had
ceviche.
it. You had an opportunity last night to have it, and you chose not to. That's not my fault.
I said these were non-negotiables.
Jordan was clearly getting all the ceviche he could hope for, but if he wanted to swim, we would have to take the long drive down to the coast. The winding road through the mists of the cloud forest gave way to a glorious sunset.
So this is always a fun part of a trip to Costa Rica, is getting out on the river. We're here with Guilo on the Tarcoles River. He's operating the boat masterfully. We're just getting lots of opportunities at very cool birds and lots of wildlife, crocodiles, all that. So this should be a lot of fun. We got the right glass for it. Let's see what we can get.
The light was beautiful, and there was plenty of action to photograph along the shores. I was getting more and more shots that I was proud of and gaining the skills I needed to ensure success. But there was always more to learn.
So Ben, we're out here looking for bilfs on the riverside.
A what? What's a bilf?
B-I-L-P-H. It's a bird I'd like to photograph.
That's genius.
Yeah,
I like that.
thank
Okay.
you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. So we're looking for bilfs.
So let's say you got your clients out bilf hunting, all right? And you know, sometimes the birds are stationary, right? They're just like sitting up in a perch or on the shore. Obviously, sometimes they're flying. So what kind of shutter speeds do you like to recommend for your clients so they have a good idea of how to capture the shot?
No, good question. Probably, I would say the minimum you'd want to use is 3200th of a second.
Okay.
But I prefer 4000 just because at that rate, you're pretty much freezing everything that's out here.
If they're like flying, moving.
Yeah, even if you get a kingfisher diving in, you know, that water splash that you kind of want.
Hummingbird flapping wings.
Hummingbird flapping depends a little bit.
Okay.
Minimum 4000, I would say, but some of them need even like a 6400.
But let's say you get into like darker jungle like we've been shooting in, and you know, you got low light, birds just on a perch.
So not out here.
Not out here, exactly. Then what can you shoot?
Oh, then with the stability on this thing, I mean, I can shoot about, you know, 1/10 of a second.
Oh, wow,
I've even gotten some at 1/8 of a second. I've got one at 1/5 of a second, which is pretty cool.
Wow, because these birds like move erratically, stop,
they move,
stop,
and you
move.
can't get away from the physics of it.
Yeah.
But if it's holding perfectly still with stabilization, you can do that. But I would say like your minimum is probably like a 40th, 50th of a second. You'd be able to get some really consistently sharp stuff at that. Yeah, which is pretty low. Yeah.
Why would a kingfisher really appeal to you as a bird photographer? Like, how do you pick which birds you really want to target? Because you can't shoot them all.
Oh, animation. So kingfisher is very animated. Right? So when they're looking around, they're kind of like bobbing their tail or they're raising their crest, going like that, going like that. And then obviously, of course, you can get them diving.
Right.
That's the best. Yeah. Right. But other than that, you know, ideally we don't want just something like that egret right there. You see, he's just sitting on the stick.
Sure.
It's not that interesting.
And they're all over. Like you 1,000 chances.
Kingfishers also, they have that appeal. You know what I mean?
Right. See, this is what I'm getting at. Is like birders are like some birds do it for me, some don't. Right. Like there's this
especially
sort of
when you go to like a neotropic country like Costa Rica, the kingfishers, trogons, macaws, they have that appeal.
Yeah.
Snowy egret, lovely bird, but man.
Yeah. Just doesn't. Yeah. You're like parents, man.
Yeah. Exactly.
Egrets, man.
Yeah. Exactly. You can tell these are broken.
Yeah.
I sat on them.
Yeah, they're a little broken.
They're dead.
This is a birding trick, right? So you get like.
Oh, it should be on the left eye though.
Oh.
I use my left eye, so it's something else.
I thought it was just like a wildlife birding trick, you know? Like.
What we didn't know was that Jordan was swimming in saltwater crocodile-infested waters. The local fishermen were yelling at us from a distance, but it took a long time to finally understand their concerns. He's fine, he didn't get eaten. We all had a good laugh about it after he calmed down.
So the scarlet macaw is like the quintessential Costa Rican bird. You see it on all the souvenirs, you see it on all the birding signs, you know, for like come to this lodge, we've got these. And I mean, they're certainly so striking visually, but it's interesting when you start hanging out with these guys who bird. As beautiful as these birds are, like we haven't dedicated much time to them, and this is like our final day. But that's because like the birders, it's neat to see what birds they get excited about, the stuff that's like really rare, it's got a lot of cachet, or it's just interesting or hard to find and stuff. But I mean, this is cool. We've got a nest here, we've got a pair of macaws, you get to see them both together. I mean, the colors are great. So Ken, are they gonna eventually come down into this nest?
Absolutely, yeah. They keep doing that the whole day long. They leave, they come back and forth.
Yeah.
and actually they fight, you know, they compete for this nest. And another couple try to come, they will kick them away.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's really cool to see that interaction actually.
Are they usually together in pairs like this always?
All the time.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time. Yeah,
I even
pairs.
see, like, when we see them flying overhead, which we've seen a lot flying overhead, always in pairs.
Always in pairs.
So as a bird photographer, you want to travel to other places, see other countries and shoot other birds?
Of course, you know, as a tour leader, I would love to, you know, travel all the places, bring people. But you know, Costa Rica is my home, and I love to show people here what we have, our incredible biodiversity. So for now, I feel, you know, so happy to work in Costa Rica.
You can come to Canada and visit us, and you can
Absolutely,
shoot Canada geese. They're vicious and not very exciting.
Well, my main target would be the snowy owl.
Oh yes, we can get you snowy owl.
Absolutely.
But it's cold.
Oh, I'll be prepared.
Say that.
So I brought a tripod just in case, but I've used it 0 times. And I mean, you know, with OM systems, certainly I can do stuff like live ND off those swinging bridges and stuff and still get good shots. But from birding perspective, like, do you ever use a tripod, or when do you use a tripod?
Yeah, no, that's a very good question. I get that a lot actually, especially since I made the switch over to OM. Yeah, I don't use a tripod for about 99.8% of my shots.
Right.
There's still some situations where I need one simply because it's how I can not kill my arms for holding it for 8 hours at a time, right? So like when I'm on my own and I'm just waiting for a shot where I have to be somewhere for that long, it's not realistic to hold your camera for that long. So that's the only time I'll use a tripod, but for the actual shooting bit, it's not even that necessary.
Yeah, I mean, I think one thing I've learned on this is the minute you pull your camera away from a bird, you're going to it's going to do something amazing, right? You're going to miss a
That's
shot.
also just bird photography. I mean, like this is so much about timing and stuff. So I mean, you know, if you're like, please fly, my arms are tired, fly. And then that's just how it works. But you know what? I mean, also with the tripod, I mean, I've guided several trips where people bring tripods and they're always welcome.
Yeah.
But you know, it takes a long time to set those things up. And with bird photography, every millisecond matters.
You kind of got to be on the move too, looking and changing angles.
Absolutely.
So many times I'll like, you're like, okay, we see the bird there, but it's like, actually move over here because the background's better, or you got to make quick changes, right?
Absolutely.
So,
and sometimes it's literally just a matter of like squatting down to one side and bending your back over a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I'd love to see you do that quickly with a tripod. It doesn't happen. So it's so much easier and so convenient to do everything handheld like you can with this. I mean, it's just awesome.
Hey Ken, I got a question for you. So I'm seeing all of these like plain birds around here, right? And then Ben was saying it's like a clay-colored thrush. It's the national bird of Costa Rica.
Yes.
You got like so many colorful birds. Why would that be your national bird?
Actually, most of our people get disappointed when we said, "Look at our national bird," and really,
Yeah.
you have, you know, quetzals and toucans. You know, it represents the humility of Costa Rican people.
Okay, that makes
you know,
sense.
just with his brown plumage.
Yeah.
And he's a great singer. And also in the past, our grandpas, they used to use the bird song when the bird starts singing. It's because it means the rain was coming.
Oh, I
Right?
see.
So it's the best time for them for planting. You know,
That's cool.
So
That's cool.
yeah,
Does that mean you're a good singer?
I'm not a good singer.
No. What's your best song?
No, I'm a good dancer.
Well, we know you're a good
Yeah.
dancer. Okay, but not a good singer. Okay, I'm neither. I can't do either.
The last day, Ken heard a tip from a friend in the area that his favorite bird, a solitary ornate hawk eagle, was high in the mountains. We took a gamble to try and find it, knowing the chances were slim. We could hear it high in the trees above, but we never got to see it. I realize now that bird photography is as much about putting in the time and patience to have even a slight chance of success as it is to have the gear and skill to capture it when that chance arises. The stakes are always high. As the day drew to a close, we tried a last-minute Hail Mary attempt to find a mangrove hummingbird. With time running out, we got our chance to see this incredibly rare little bird, and I was able to pull off the shot. We had seen and done so much in such a short time, but it was sadly time to say goodbye.
I just want to say, like, I had a great time, and it was because of you guys. Huge thanks. Like, this was an amazing trip.
How did you like it?
Costa Rica? I loved it. I mean, you know, this is my second time here, and the first time was a press trip. So, you know, yeah, you go see wildlife, but it's like, oh, we want as much as possible in as little time as possible. Bam, 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 bam. And here we like drove through the countryside, didn't die on those mountain roads. That was pretty cool. Lots of fog. It was wild.
Those were fun.
Yeah, you know. And like I got to have a more intimate connection with Costa Rica and the people. But honestly, more you guys. It reminds me a lot of fly fishing in actually a lot of ways because I love to fly fish, but one of the waiting, the sort of hoping, the like this is a good spot, but we have to be patient and see. Like that's very similar. But even more so, what's great about fly fishing and what I've seen as a similar thing with birding is it just gets you out into nature and these beautiful things. And you think about the target, which is birds, but you don't often realize like you're going to see glorious sunsets while you do this, right?
Absolutely.
You're going to see other wildlife. You're going to see interesting plants and like different weather and get caught in rainstorms and like that's a neat part of the whole experience. It's not easy stuff, and I'm also learning like sometimes it's easy to bird and focus, but is it really the shot you want? You know, like you guys are talking about like it's fun when it's facing you because you see that little tuft on its chest, but I want it to turn around because actually it's the colors on the back that are really cool, and you're trying to get it like hoping it'll do a certain pose or take off in a certain direction. So there's no guarantees on whether you're going to get it or not. It's just kind of maybe that's part of the fun, right?
It absolutely is part of the fun. It keeps us coming back. I mean, I've been here like 10 times already to Costa Rica, and I keep coming back. I can't wait to come back next year.
And every single time, probably you get something different.
And you get to learn so much. Like for instance, how many birds did you learn on this trip? I mean, seriously, genuinely, give me 3 species. Or no, let's go 5. Let's challenge you with 5 species. You can do it.
Okay, well, the curassow, we saw lots of curassow.
Okay.
I will never forget now the scarlet-rumped, I forgot it.
No, you got it.
Warbler. No. Scarlet-rumped.
It's a big family here?
Yeah, scarlet-rumped tanager. And the silver-throated tanagers. And what else do we see?
What did we just see?
Lots of arisadas.
Arisadas,
Arisadas we saw lots. And caracaras.
Yep, lots of caracaras.
But I'm not getting, like it's so tough, all the like colors and stuff. You're putting me on the spot. One more. Huffman, woodpeckers.
Yep, Hoffman's woodpecker.
Yeah,
nice. We'll give them that.
The experience has been awesome. Your passion for this is very infectious. Like the most fun I had was just going with you guys and seeing the birds, and you really do start to get an idea of like why you do it.
It's been fun, man.
A lot of fun. No, I just want to tell you that I had a lot of fun in this trip with you guys.
It was with a heavy heart that we had to leave all the great people we met and the beautiful country of Costa Rica that we had grown to love. I feel like I was heading home with some images that I would truly treasure and some experiences that I would never forget. As photographers, we tend to pick a genre and stay within it, but what I love most about my job is being able to create the images that other people love to make and to learn from passionate, skilled creators. Jordan's list of non-negotiables was met, my memory cards were full, and I grew as a photographer, gaining the skills and confidence to capture some amazing bird photos. We had another incredible adventure under our belts, and we connected with such wonderful people on this trip. As difficult as it is to say goodbye, I can now look forward to the next adventure on the trail with a camera in hand.